Ubuntu Linux, the operating system which is given in your textbook. So now we are going to learn what that operating system is. So the first thing is, this is the logo of Ubuntu operating system. What can you see in this logo? Can you guess anything? Now the meaning of this logo is there are three men holding hands in hand. This is the head. You can imagine as if the photo is clicked from the top, and these are the hands. Now Ubuntu Linux is a Linux distribution created by UK based company Canonical Limited, established by South African entrepreneur Mark Shuttleworth. It is based on Debian GNU or Linux distribution. Ubuntu in an ancient word means humanity to others. Now it is a free and open source operating system. Hardly anybody uses this operating system in the world. Canonical expects to earn money by providing paid support services. Canonical is the main sponsor and supported by Ubuntu Foundation, large developer and user communities. Ubuntu focuses on usability, easy to use. I didn't find this operating system anywhere from easy to use. You cannot even install a program properly. Everywhere it shows error. You will come to know how worst operating system this is when we begin with the next chapter, that is chapter number 7. Security and stability. Hardly there is any stability. Every 6 months the version keeps on changing, but your textbook author likes this operating system very much, and so he is simply praising this operating system. Now Ubuntu versions. The worst side of Ubuntu operating system is this, that it has a fixed release cycle, with a new version being released in the April and October months of each year. Now why it is worst part or why it is bad, that I will explain you. First let us try to understand this sentence. The release numbers are denoted by 2 digit year followed by a dot. You can see here 2 digit followed by a dot followed by 2 digit month. This is month. For example, 10.04 LTS released in April 2010. Okay, now why this is the main drawback that I will explain you. Now your textbook is prepared using this version 10.4, that is a version released in April 2010. Right now in which year are we living? 2020. Okay, so in between these many years, this much period, how many versions may have been released? 19 or 20 versions. Am I right? So whatever is given in the textbook has all changed. Now this great author, why they have kept this like this way, I don't understand. Suppose if they have taken Windows, now Windows is stable. If Windows 10 is to be taught, after 10 years also Windows 10 will remain Windows 10 only. It will not keep on changing every 6 months. Windows 7, then Windows 7 will also not go on changing every 6 months. While this thing keeps on changing, and your author has taken a olden version 10.04. He has not updated himself, neither the textbook, and what education he wants to give to the children, I don't know. Children are the future of our country. Now why they are doing like this way, I don't understand. So suppose if you try to get this version from net, you will not get even 10.4 version because it will not be available. You will get 20.10 version October 2020, version release in October 2020, and that will be totally different than this 10.4. Installation of Ubuntu. To use Ubuntu on a regular basis, one needs to install Ubuntu. Obviously, this is given in the textbook. Without installing, how will we use? As if we are nursery KG children, this sentence is given in the textbook. If we are using Windows, we have nearly 4 partitions in our hard disk. Windows is installed in local disk C. We can vacant local disk D and thereafter install Ubuntu in that partition. Simple. So at a time in one computer we can install two operating systems at the same time. In C drive Windows and D drives Ubuntu. At the time of booting, system will allow us to select the OS of our choice to get started. So at the booting time, first thing it will ask will be which operating system would you like to load. So you have to select the system, Windows or Ubuntu. For installing Ubuntu Linux on a Windows machine, a special installer called Wubi, Windows-based Ubuntu installer, is available. Now, one stupid thing is, if a person is using Windows, why will he install Ubuntu? Isn't it? And occupy one partition of the hard disk. Stupid it is. Fine, we proceed further. Now when you start Ubuntu, this will be the first Ubuntu splash screen which will appear. In next chapter practically I will start the system and show you. Then this will be the login screen, from wherein you will have to select the username and enter the password. After entering the password, when you start the operating system, before that like this way it will be seen, Ubuntu desktop will be seen. Now in Ubuntu desktop also you will have some menu and top bar and bottom toolbar and those all things that I have already uploaded the video of chapter number 7, so you can see how the desktop actually looks. Now we come to Ubuntu file system. Accessing data on Ubuntu file system. Now see, in Windows we have got 4 partitions, local disk C, D, E and F. Okay, what is the main benefit of these partitions? Do you know? The first benefit which comes in your mind is that you can well organize the things. For example, documents, then in documents folders, all songs and movies in local disk D, program files in local disk C. Like that way means you can organize the thing properly. Okay, fine. But that is not the only benefit of doing these 4 partitions. Another main benefit is that all the program files and the operating system can be installed in local disk C. So if there is any virus attack, okay, many a time our computer get infected by virus, okay, and our computer becomes slow and it starts creating problem and we need to format the computer. Am I right? Now while formatting the computer, if operating system and programs are installed in local disk C, then we need to format only local disk C partitions. We do not need to disturb local disk D, E or F. So our data remains intact, saved. Whatsoever data we have got will all remain intact. It will be saved. So that is the main benefit of Windows. While in Ubuntu is really great. There are no partitions as such. Everything is in the same directory. Okay, there are no partitions. Suppose if there is any problem in the operating system, you have to format the computer and your all data will be lost. That is the very bad thing or very important drawback of this operating system. It starts with slash sign. In Windows, how do we start the address? Suppose if you open a folder named program files in C drive, then in the address bar if you see it will show C:, then like this way slash, then program files folder, then again slash, like that way. While here this thing starts with slash, then all the folders are located in this thing only. There are no partitions. So this is the main drawback. First of all, it will create a khichda. Program files also will be in here, and your documents will also be here. Your songs, movies, everything will be like khichda here. So that is a very important drawback of this operating system. GUI viewing file system. That is, in in Windows, when we open computer or my computer, we can see the files and folders lying inside it. Same way in Ubuntu also, when we open the browser that is known as Nautilus file browser. Now they give some different name to look different. Nautilus file browser. Then the thing is displayed like this way. Folders are displayed in this type of icon, and files are displayed something like this way. Okay, now X Windows system of Ubuntu for display. Now Ubuntu also uses X Windows system for display. So Ubuntu Linux, like other Unix system, uses the X Windows system for graphics. The X Windows system, that is X11 or simply X, is a windowing system for bitmap display, common on Unix-like operating system. X provides the basic framework for a GUI environment, drawing and moving windows on the display device and interacting with a mouse and a keyboard. Okay, now when you start the Ubuntu operating system, it looks like this way. The upper panel, this is known as top panel, contains menu bar. There is no start menu here, just see. Instead of start menu, it is divided into three parts: application, places, system. Then application launchers, the shortcuts of the program which you want to use frequently. Then notification area, whenever you receive any email or anything. Then clock. Then this side will come the session menu, and this all things to shut down the computer. Then here will be the recycle bin known as trash can. Here will be workspace switcher, which is a new term I will teach you later on. This is bottom panel, whole thing. Here will be shown the windows which are open and minimized, and this is show desktop icon. The whole thing is known as desktop. Fine. So that was components of Ubuntu desktop. Now Ubuntu Linux terminal. Now what is this terminal? Now if you have gone to command line interface of Windows, how to go, do you know? You have to click on start menu, then click on run command, run option, and in run, if you type CMD, then this type of black and white screen will open in which you can type command. Now this is a very old thing, nobody likes to type commands. Obviously we like to use graphical user interface. Now home directory. Now here in Ubuntu, as you open the thing, first thing will be the home directory. Now the last topic of this chapter is types of users in Ubuntu. Now if you have noticed, in Windows you have got two types of users, that is administrator and guest. You can give any name to the guest, student, or any name, your own name, whatever you can give. But basic types of users in Windows is two types, administrator and guests. Okay. Now what is the purpose of creating these two types of users in Windows? The purpose is the administrator has got all the rights to install and uninstall the programs, while the guest will not have those rights, so he will not be able to spoil the computer. Okay. While in Ubuntu there are three types of users: super user, the normal user, and the administrative users. While I speak like this way, it sounds very good, but practically when you try to create these three types of user, all are almost the same. Practically I have done this thing, so I know very well. The super user. Every Linux system has a super user, which is also known as root, which has all the privileges and can do anything and everything in the system. Super users is used to permanently to delete an important file, and the whole system may become unusable. So it's risky. If you have logged in through super user, now here there are no local disk C wherein program files are stored. Everything is stored in the same thing. So there are chances that you may delete an important file. So logging in through super user is risky. Now because of that thing, that case you have to potential to accidentally cause serious damage to the system. Okay, you have got a potential to accidentally cause serious damage to the system, since everything is like khichda, everything is stored in the same place and you have got privilege to delete anything. There are chances that you permanently delete some important file or directory, due to which the whole system will become unusable. Because of such dangers associated with super user login, the super user is locked by default on the modern Linux system. My goodness, then what is the benefit of giving this facility called super user if it is kept locked, and if there are these all chances? Then normal user. These users can run common software and have modification rights only on their home directory. They may personalize or customize certain aspects of the system, but this configuration setting will be stored in their home directories and will not apply to other users or the whole system. They cannot see the other user's home directory, neither could interfere with their work. They cannot install any software at system level. Now administrative user. This user is to prevent unintentional damage. This user also start up as a normal user only. The commands, when they run for the first time, prompt the user for other password as administrator as an additional security measure, and remember the same for about 15 minutes, after which they prompt again for the password. They check whether the user is indeed an administrator user or not. If yes, then the intended program is run with super user privileges, otherwise error message. Now, if you have some logic, try to think upon it. What is the benefit of administrative, or what is the difference between administrative user and super user? Almost both are the same. Then why this system has given these 2-3 types of user? Just to make full. Getting help. Now if you want to get help in Ubuntu, in Windows you get help very easily, while here you have to visit these sites to get help on Ubuntu. Here also these sites also will not provide you the solution of the help which you need in the version which is given in your textbook 10.404 version. So chapter gets over here. Thank you and thanks me for preparing this video. Goodbye.